Gaslighting is an extremely destructive manipulation tactic narcissists frequently use. Yet, few people know how to effectively stop it from affecting them or get the narcissist to stop using it. Arguing with a narcissist or even showing them proof they are wrong is ineffective because they don't care about your truth. Even grey rocking does not stop the effects when they manipulate your environment to make you doubt yourself. When not dealt with, gaslighting leads to feelings of going insane, destruction of confidence, and you questioning what is real or not. In this video, you will discover how to effectively deal with gaslighting, from simple denial that events happened to them manipulating your environment to make you think you are going insane. It is important to understand that narcissists hate losing and being made to look stupid. They also have a desperate need to think they are more special than everyone else. That's why they cannot admit you are right, even if you show them video evidence that they are wrong. To effectively deal with gaslighting, it is important you understand the basics of what gaslighting is and why it is so effective at scrambling your mind. Narcissists hate to be held accountable for their actions. When you point out that they did something wrong, often they will deny having done it or act like the victim. They make up a new story of what happened where either they are innocent or had no choice. Maybe they ate your candy bar you saved for later. When you confront them, they may say, "It wasn't me. I opened the fridge and the candy bar fell out and the dog grabbed it." In its simplest form, gaslighting is getting you to doubt yourself or others so much so that you reject what you believed was true and now accept the narcissist's lies as truth. This is mostly done with words, but can get a lot darker where the narcissist actively plans to make you think you are insane by planting stuff and moving things around, which we will go into more detail shortly when we cover how to stop gaslighting. To fully stop the effects of gaslighting, it is important you understand why gaslighting is so effective. The fear of no longer being special and being rejected drive narcissists to win at all cost and never to admit failure unless they can shift blame. They desperately need to cling to the belief that they are superior to others. So when they tell you something, they desperately need you to believe them to keep their image. But this often comes off as them having extreme confidence in what they are saying. They don't show any doubt in their version of events and often become extremely emotional when you question the validity of their claims. Most people accept that they from time to time forget things or mess details up. So when faced with such certainty, it plants a seed of doubt in your mind. Even if you don't accept their version of events, that seed is going to grow and spread more doubt. And next time the narcissist gaslights you, they not only plant another seed of doubt, but they tailor their words and lies specific to you. They adjust to what they know is your vulnerabilities and things you will find more plausible. The more they learn about you, the easier it becomes for them to spin tales that seem plausible to you until you lose trust in yourself and accept their lies. And if you did make a mistake, they keep referencing this one time they were right and use it as proof for why they are always right. So how do you combat this? Stopping gaslighting effectively depends on a simple mindset shift, which unfortunately is not always easy to achieve. Gaslighting works because you trust the narcissist and have doubt in yourself. They shifted your mind from you can trust yourself to you can only trust the narcissist. You need to regain trust in yourself and destroy the trust you have in them. This is done in 4 different ways, depending on how you are being gaslighted. Know that when you deal with one gaslighting angle, the narcissist will often escalate things and change to a different angle of gaslighting you to regain control over your mind. But fear not, as in the following section, I will explain step for step how to deal with all forms of gaslighting. Remember when I said that narcissists hate to look stupid or being held accountable for their actions? Well, this often causes them to deny their words and actions, which is the simplest form of gaslighting. They may on Monday promise you that on Saturday they will take you to the mall Saturday morning you are all excited as you get ready to go to the mall, only to find them playing video games while lying on the living room couch, dressed only in their shorts. When you confront them, they simply say, "I never said I was going to take you to the mall. You are making things up again." This could take the wind out of your sails, or lead to an argument where they can make you cry. And then the next day they ask you why you're angry with them. When you say it is because they said awful things and hurt your feelings and made you cry, they simply deny you ever had an argument. This can confuse the heck out of you as you clearly remember having had an argument, yet have no proof. But what if you had a book where it clearly in your own handwriting reads, "Monday, they promised to take me to the mall on Saturday." And then on the next page in your own handwriting it reads, "Saturday, they denied ever promising to take me to the mall and we argued. They said I'm lazy and don't do anything around the house. This made me feel so sad and I cried for 2 hours." Seeing your version of events validated in your own handwriting is a powerful way to fight gaslighting. So keep a journal or notebook where you write down important events and feelings, especially if you fear they may later try to tell you it never happened. Now, as powerful as this technique is, it has a drawback, especially if a narcissist has been breaking your self-confidence down for a while, or they are a bit smarter. See, some narcissists are more subtle and sneaky in their gaslighting. They may not directly deny things, but twist things just a bit to make their version seem plausible. The narcissist may, for instance, say, "I did not promise to take you to the mall on Saturday. I said Sunday. You heard me wrong." Or, "I'm sorry we argued, but it wasn't that bad. Yes, you were a bit sad, but you didn't cry." This tactic is especially effective if there was a significant time delay between the event and when you wrote things down, or if you are already mistrusting your memory. For now you may start to wonder, did I remember things correctly when I wrote it down? By only denying part of the event or downplaying the impact of their actions, they can make you doubt yourself and accept their version of events, even if you wrote things down. But what if you had an audio recording on your phone or a small dictaphone of a conversation you had with them on Monday and the argument on Saturday? The second way to deal with gaslighting is to secretly audio record things such as important conversations or events. I hid a small dictaphone in the kitchen that could continuously record in 20-minute blocks for 48 hours and only took it out to replace the batteries or when an event happened. But simply switching your phone's voice notes on and putting your phone in your pocket can work without them knowing you are recording. These two tactics are simple to do and alone will deal with most narcissists and most gaslighting. However, there are sadistic and malicious narcissists who actively plan to hurt you or make you think you are going insane. This is often when they are envious of you doing better than them, like you getting a new job or studying to become better than them. Imagine you wake up and get ready for an important meeting or exam, but just as you are about to leave, shock fills your body. Your keys are not where you always store them. You know you put them in the right place last night, but the narcissist casts doubt over it by claiming that you were distracted and stressed last night. So maybe you accidentally put the keys somewhere else. For an hour you frantically search the house and then give up, realizing you are going to miss your meeting or exam. Casually the narcissist opens the microwave to heat something up and then says, "Oh, here is your keys. Your mind must have been in chaos last night for you to have put the keys in here." With disbelief you stare at the keys as I continue. "See, I told you that you would not be able to handle the stress of your new job. Maybe you should quit before you totally lose your mind." Imagine experiencing several of these episodes a week where you get physical proof you are losing your mind. Soon you may want to quit your job, check yourself into an institution, or end things, which could be what the narcissist wants you to do. But not anymore. Instead of spending an hour searching for your keys, the moment you do not find it where you left it, you open your phone, scroll to the pictures you took last night, and pull up the picture you took of where you left your keys. Now, you can either confront them immediately and demand they give you keys by saying you know they are playing games and show them the picture, or you can make arrangements for other transport. Either way, their gaslighting failed to make you think you are losing it. Secretly take pictures of things that often seem to magically appear somewhere else, even if it's just your coffee mug moving a few inches when you leave a room, or appliances that turn themselves on when you know you turned them off. Even if you do not confront the narcissist about it, simply knowing it is them playing games will stop you from feeling like your mind is grumbling. Okay, although you now have 3 powerful ways to stop gaslighting, narcissists can still come up with things that can shock you to the core, which these tips will not deal with. This is often done when an ex starts to stalk you or wants to get you back during a divorce or separation. Imagine you know the narcissist is not in the house and cannot come back in. Maybe you deadbolted the door after they left for work, or you changed the locks after kicking them out. You're on your way to have a shower when you spot the salt and pepper shakers on the kitchen counter. How to arrange them has always been an argument between you. You smile as you look at the shakers arranged just the way you want it, then go and have a shower. Half an hour later, you come out and walk past the kitchen. You freeze in disbelief while ice crystals crawl up your spine. The salt and pepper shakers are arranged the way they always wanted them to be. How did this happen? Now imagine having small things like this constantly happen to you, where there is no one supposed to be in the house, yet things change. Soon, you may think you are losing it. But what if a small clock on the kitchen counter is actually a spy camera that secretly records everything? Now, instead of checking yourself into an institution, you take the spy camera and connect it to your laptop. Reviewing the footage, you realize that the narcissist is jimmying a window in the living room and entering the house unseen. They then move stuff around or plant stuff and then quickly leave the house again through the window. Not only do you have proof you can use in court, but you also know you're not losing your mind. Many spy or nanny cameras can record audio as well and can be a great help with arguments or sudden attacks, especially if they try to make you look like the abuser when the police show up. Remember that dealing with gaslighting is all about you believing yourself again and accepting that the person is doing this to you. In some cases, you may need to write important events and feelings down, audio record conversations, take pictures of where objects are, and video record the narcissist's actions to prove to yourself that they are this evil. But once you know that you cannot believe them and that there are explanations and even proof for things moving around or disappearing, the gaslighting will no longer have an effect on you. Even if you do not decide to take action, narcissists are lazy and hate doing things that do not have the outcome they want. So when they see you just brush things off, they often stop. You can also just say to them that they have their vision of what happened and you have yours, and you will stick with your version. With items moving around, you can try calling them out on it and say you know it is them playing childish games. But do not show them the evidence or tell them how you know, for they may destroy the evidence or just turn things around and start attacking you for not trusting them and spying on them while completely ignoring their actions of trying to make you think you're going insane. Regardless of what you decide, know that their control over you will slip and this will scare them. See this video to discover how narcissists may react when they lose control over you.